father's passing. She was with us before it happened, when it happened. I believe she's taken the night off. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I want to send my love out to Gigi. She's part of our community. I also want to give it mention DG Clearing. He had signed up, had to take him off the list because his father's in hospice, and he may pass tonight, which is really sad and heavy. So my love to you, DG Clearing. I'm wishing you all the strength in the world. And of course, my love to Gigi. And you know, I've been there. I lost my mom 3 years ago. It's never easy. Okay, real quick. Now that I got this, I have to see where Mr. Nick Paleologos is, because I'm going to have Nick run in. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. So I think I don't know if Nick Luis is going to stay with us. If not, I'm going to make Nick Paleologos the co-host. First, let's start off with propaganda. Let's get into it, man. Because every time, like I said, things get tough for me, oof, that's when I know we're going to have a good Monday night online open mic. Wait, I think Propaganda Poet, I think you are unmuted, correct?
I'm unmuted. There we go.
Oh, Gigi is here. Hi, Gigi. I don't know if you saw, we have mentioned you before. A lot of love and strength to you. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so let me see. All right, so we need to make Nick Paleologos co-host. Mr. Nick Luis, if you can make Nick Paleologos the co-host so he could help out, that would be huge. Nick Paleologos. All right, Nick. There you go. You're a co-host. You got to do. So something special is going on right now that I don't know much about what it is, but I'm going to let them rock out. So Propaganda Poet, Nick Paleologos, y'all know what to do. Y'all have whatever you have planned, rock out. It's your time. Go ahead.
Okay, DJ Nick, you know what to do. Go through the list. While you're doing that, I will just introduce things right quick. Advocate, we cannot thank you enough. You know, you joke around about how you have the easiest job in the world. All you got to do is just hang out with poets and whatnot. But, man, we know how much you put up with. We know that we can be difficult and we can be frustrating. But I know it's beautiful, so we're all good, man. So this is for you, and this is for the community. So without further ado, here's to you. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. Come on now, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Come on, come on. Welcome to the Circus of Lost Souls, where poetry and community can help everything grow. On a Monday night, where else would you go? I mean, look at this. I'm out in the middle of nowhere on my motorcycle. I had to find Wi-Fi just so I could do this, you know? So anyway, on a Monday night, where else would you go? Between you and me, this is far more than just a show. And today, we honor our esteemed ringleader. So this advocate towards, this is for you. Okay, Nick P, go in, poet.
Welcome to the cult portion of the piece where personalities are in abundance. Praise the kitty god. Offer your snaps, your snacks, your poetry as the blood-adorned robes clothe us from fragility, where the true leader is an advocate, wording, blurting, buffering out the roadmap of this New York bursting without cursing creation. The kitty lord knows a real one when he sees one. Advocate is the word to best describe the man from the BX boogie on down. Take your roses, embellish in your accolades, for you are the true definition of advocate for all of us. Unmesh, it's your time to shine.
Yes, advocate, you are a showman with a difference. Sensitive, thoughtful, smiling. You make sense out of a nonsense. You observe every little detail like a doting parent. Every social post you note, mention it with a gleaming smile and twinkle in your eyes. Hours you spend on the reels can't express in words how it feels. Poets are complicated. You find uncommon out of the common, and you make us feel like royalty in your own kingdom of poetry. Give me a second. In your own kingdom of poetry,
Umesh, you got it. You got it. Let's go.
In the quote here, advocate of the world of poetry, words are safe and thriving in your hands. In the court of poetic justice, you are our friend, philosopher, and advocate. Thank you. Next, please.
I guess the mic now gets passed to me. I promise to be good and not break any other hearts in the room. Okay, I fib a tiny bit, maybe just that one heart, and only if he promises, come cold weather, that succulent snack of a beard of his comes out to play once more. No worries, we'll talk about it more because I adore words and you just might be my favorite words. So a dinner invite hangs in the air, just saying, because you know, I'm a patient woman. Hey, Mr. Maldonado, it's me again, all the way from the beloved Bay Area. Remember? At Finn_Bell, PHY_N. Wait, how does that go again? Never mind. We're here to talk about word love, not me. About word love, not me. About words and love. And yeah, that guy. Wait, no, focus, yeah. Sure, he dances salsa and he's pretty easy on the eye, so fly, but could we all have been at this poetry love affair for a whole damn year already? Could it have been a particularly balmy day, August last, when you so cleverly Jerry Maguire that shit, I mean, advocate of words. Come on now, you had me at anaphora. Yes, let's talk about it some more. You still owe me that shot of tequila. Ex-wives, not so secret crushes, 2021 Valentines, and fishnet stockings notwithstanding, I will still wait my turn because, oh, how I love words. And you are definitely my favorite words. And yes, I'm a patient woman. Ray, take it away.
Storm gods birthed by advocate gave words that feed the ravenous, taught us greed for the community, grabbing persistently for the love. You freed, opened our boxes and prompted us to flee, to reach between, touch each other's hearts fearlessly. There never could be an MC with as much mastery of ceremony. We humbly offer you flowers to you, King. As you lift and push us, we move in, finally meeting this love is no longer any longer than engagements for speaking, encouraging, other creative nonsense that is imperative for your existence, and we, your misfits, bless you for the breath of your heart, the best fit. Hey, yo, Paul, put some love on it.
It's been a year and a half. Damn, we made it. Advocated for our favorite word, in this case, words, you know, with a Z, because hip hop poetic license, this most auspicious leader of ours highlights the real and spotlights talent with all the subtlety of a shotgun, the only human who can make Zoom boxes feel a stage and a virtual space and the wordiverse feel natural. This honey trap can vouch, our dadvocate of letters and bad dad jokes, news cap and all, can't be brainwashed, and some may forget this man is an actual main event level fucking spitter, a word weaving wizard, an original New Yoriko grito de poeta. Lest you ain't aware, Eric Maldonado got them bars, yo. You know it's not truly a Monday night unless yours ends with the refrain, good night, sweet poet. So good night, sweet host. We exalt you in all you're doing the most for us. Your community loves you and thanks you for bringing the spirit of Miguel Algarin endlessly into this Monday night Mecca. You have made all of our home. Storm God, go off.
Senor Palabras, Beanie Mafia, made man, kiss the ring. Corleone grin, grants wishes on Mondays like wedding days. He makes ways for storm clouds to gather, always prepared for blood splatter. He Dexter, mastermind, clever in a kingpin stance, always sharp as sparks. He sends as introductions. A mad hatter in a thunderdome with time on his mind all the time, every time. Tesla coil, spoiled secrets, mildew thinking into usable energy. We found the plug. He's just electricity. Arc reactor technology powered with endowment for the arts and an anthem that lives in all our hearts. He's kind of a genius. Stark reminder that someone not only hears you, but helps to heal you. Miss Emily.
Met him in the New Yo's basement. I'm like, damn, this guy's legit. Shout out to my man Advocate. Words for motherfucking president. From the street fairs to the Zooms, can't deny he owns the room. Got some killer dance moves too. Poet dad with Mama Brew, your weird babies salute you. When the cafe reopens, let's get this dude hosted. Bro deserves his own live show. Get a damn petition going. Courtis like goddess has spoken, and the storm deities open up the heavens to proclaim. This advocate got game. Always gracious, never faking, full of love and inspiration. As words go, this one's our favorites.
Bring your words to the advocate of words. Your pain, your regret, your loves and betas. Leave refreshed on the NC road, offering a medicinal hope away from your own isolation into a family of friends without bias or hatred. Steered to keep every poet's star in motion, this helmsperson abates all cacophony of emotion. Solutions begin with an audience of mind selective and crucial, all rare finds. Be still and listen, of this I can speak, if you are seeking a sensitive soul at its peak. Advocate is dauntless and catches nuanced meanings. So speak your truth in any language for full meaning. Navigating poets confessing years of tears and raw exposure, or laughing when a funny story is spoken. Advocate is rightfully monikered as a true poet's poet. Knowing we each come from terrain sometimes challenging and frightful adds to the brightness, enhancing each reader's lightness, while every reader's audience listens with respectful silence. So never worry, your place is secured because you have at the forefront of NC's mindship the advocate of words. Miro?
Oh, is it my turn? Gaia here, also known as your ex-wife. And yes, I was there at that undisclosed party. Thought I'd remind you, since you never seem to mention it. What a way to treat your ex. See, that's why I asked for divorce papers in advance. But before all our sordid history and way before we rocked out in person, you welcomed me in when I was hiding out in the bumblefuck hollers of Appalachia, indoctrinating me to the Nuyorican way. We gather here today, as we do every Monday, to share our written words with a Z, invoking poetic license as always, and toss each other flowers through the chat. Scroll through, people are saying nice things about you. Love and community is where it's at, along with a little sass, no hate, just some good-natured tomfoolery. After all, that's family, with all of you and our fearless advocate.
All right, my favorite word since 2019 has ended with a Z instead of with an S. That's when I met Mr. Advocate in a library workshop in the Bronx. Oh yes. I then discovered the cafe on the Lower East Side, the world famous Nuyo, and moved with Advocate and them online in 2020. Been ever since here to continue to grow. I took each homework and theme assignment seriously. I wrote with my pen and fingers until I bled furiously. And of course, we know it's all a conspiracy, your weekly themes. Our poems delight you and give you joy, happiness, and sweet dreams. Through Advocate, I also met La Brua and made amazing new friends all over the US and other countries. They all continue to save my life during the pandemic on many days, including Thursdays and Mondays. Advocate of words, you are simply a fucking amazing dude. You force me to write and put me each week into a good mood. I am so glad you're my friend, the one who disciplines me to be creative, to be good. With your guidance, your teachings, your kindness, I actually am a writer. Yes, I could. You bring out the most of me, and now I end my poems on a happy note each night because I want so desperately everyone's evening to be shiny and bright. My favorite word is advocate, because you advocate the fucking good out of us all. You are worth more than all the money in the world. You are our poetry windfall. Advocate of words, please continue to stay who you are. You will be forever my and our community's brightest star. Jane spoken word, your turn.
Advocate of words, y'all are the master blaster. You got mad love for every poet on the roster. Monday night poets on master the play, spitting iPhone words and putting on sway. In this antiseptic world of COVID-19 Zooms, the celebration that you bring brightens all our rooms. Your intros and your outros are dope every Monday night. And in the spirit of Miguel Algarin, you welcome all to the New Yorican open mic. Your advocate of words brings the fire of motivation. And so I crown you the slamming MC of poetic inspiration. You always bring the flow, talk the talk, and say the say, because you are the master blaster of the motherfucking New Yorican Poets Cafe. To you, Jedi. Paul?
Where's that shit?
To open doors so other people can advance is the essence of community. The universe of voices that heal all separation only need an advocate of words to push wide open the opportunity. An agent of change inspired to overcome by each new barrier. Advocate of words launches Monday nights into the universe of our phantasmatic, heart-gossiping spectacular. So open the signal that radiates right through your own body, because advocate of words can get the spirit listener and anyone to throw a wordiversal soul takeover party. Join us in our praise gang celebration to throw the inner light of his phantasgrammatical giving devotional shine back upon him, because advocate of words needs to be put on notice. His bronxalicious generosity of caring would have the founders of the cafe wearing Broadway ovation pride grins. So make some noise. Make some noise into your screen. You are us, we are the scene. Let's do what we do best. That's right. Get together as one on this electronic Reverend Pedro Pietri way. Let's get together as one and give advocate some love heckling. No podrías reconocer todo la amor. Si no podrías reconocer todo la amor. Pero con nuestros labios danzaremos la recto enfrente de tu cara. Pero con nuestros labios danzaremos la recto enfrente de tu cara. So we love you, Advocate. So as you can all clearly see, this ain't no propaganda. This is poetry, where we can set our mind, body, and spirit free. My traveling Jones may always cause me to roam, but this Monday night New York open mic will always be my home. And it's all thanks to you, our poetry poppy. And you can't have a word without letters. So here's to you and yours, Advocate. You will always be our favorite word.
Yeah.
Go,
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my God.
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Advocate, for all that you do. All that you
fantastic.
do.
We love you,
Oh,
Daddy. We
man.
love you. It was beautiful.
Freedom, favorite word.
Love you.
Oh no, way to
Wow.
go. There's their
Trying not to choke.
Be banished.
Thank y'all so much. Normally, like, I act like I'm at a loss for words, but I really am. I didn't expect this. I don't ask for this. Just y'all showing up every week is a beautiful thing. It's just being part of this community. Like, I don't. People who know me know I don't do humble and I don't do arrogant. You know, I just call it how it is, and I'm lucky. Like, y'all really make me lucky, and I mean. Thank you. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been a tough week, and this is awesome. This is so awesome, man. Like, I just host a show, and y'all taking the time to give me this many flowers and all of that. Like, it is so awesome. It's the most epic way we started off a Monday night online open mic, no matter how hard I work on those intro videos, which I couldn't show today because technical difficulties. So shout out to Nick P. Thank you for co-hosting, helping me. I already got booted. So I think I missed about 30 seconds, whatever. I'm gonna go back and see what I missed. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. I don't know what to say right now. I gotta gather myself. So let's keep going on. Let's keep going on with the open mic. I wish I could say more. I'm just truly at a loss for words, yo. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back and watch that later. Okay, but let's keep moving forward. If you want to join us, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you want to join us, 279-995-364 is the number. As you can see, we have a great community here. I love them. And they're always open to inviting new people in. So if you're new and you're kind of nervous about getting involved, come get involved. Yo, they're very open to it. And right now we are going to go to Deadpan Lizzie. Wait, where is she? Is she still here? I don't see her. Her name is usually, oh, there she is. Let me unmute her. Wait. Oh no, she's unmuted. Awesome. Nick P, if you're there, when I tell the people, you may have to unmute them because I'm dealing with some like I said, technical difficulties. Deadpan Lizzie is up now. I'm glad that we got you unmuted. Deadpan Lizzie is also a broker, also works on Broadway, and she is the beanie god of the Beanie Mafia. Deadpan Lizzie, let the people know where they can find you online, and let's get into your beautiful poetry.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, EF_Strauss. I can't believe I have to follow that, but I will. That was incredible. And Advocate, we love you and thank you for everything you do for our community. All right, I'll just get to it. This piece is called Shalom. Peace, harmony, wholeness, completeness, prosperity, welfare, tranquility, safety, hello, goodbye, and so much more. A word that welcomed me into this world with open arms, that beautifully showcases my religion and culture, my people. I never tire of hearing it. It floats along the Mediterranean and Red Seas, bringing life back from the dead, from north all the way to Jerusalem and the Holy Wall, our wall. The way it rolls off my tongue is as delicious as shawarma. It is not a word that isolates anyone. It is how we welcome in our days of rest each week. It embraces who I am. It will guide me for eternity. Shalom. Thank you.
Nick, let's unmute everyone so that you can give it up
Beautiful.
for Deadpan Lizzie.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yes,
George
Deadpan.
Love,
Let's
everyone.
see, let's see, yes,
Get
yes.
it.
Killed it, girl.
Get
That's how you follow it, just like that.
it.
Killed it.
Yes.
Make sure you put your information into the chat so people can copy and paste. Deadpan Lizzie is a mainstay here at the Monday night online open mic. Love having her around. I've gotten to hang out with her in person too. Who she is online is who she is offline. And for those who don't know, we call her Deadpan Lizzie because, like, her style's very deadpan. Our words have so much life. I appreciate having her. Okay, Assam Zane is next. Nick, can we unmute Assam Zane? And by the way, Nick hosts his own open mics. So Nick, make sure you put your info in there. Make sure we'll also, I know you gave up your time for the collab, so we'll make sure that we'll give you a minute to shout everything out. But right now we want to get Assam Zane in. Do we have Assam unmuted?
I am here.
There we go. Oh, wait, I may have skipped Amanda, but it's okay. We got you, Assam, and now go back to Amanda. Amanda, I'm sorry. Got technical difficulties here, man. Amanda, don't cut me. Don't cut me. All right, Amanda's the type to cut you with a compliment. So, but we are going to go with Assam right now. Amanda will be next. Assam, let the people know where they can find you online. And then let's hear your poetry, brother.
All right. I'm at assamzana.com and happy I don't have to follow Amanda and Advocate. You deserved all that. So thank you for what you do. I have two short ones tonight. The first one's on theme. It's called P.S. The tree in the video is a bristlecone pine, and it's one of the longest living life forms on Earth. This week, the richest motherfucker on Earth launched himself into space. And down here, I learned my father had no cigarette money, would crush dried fig leaves for smoke, and the time I had to pull into the cemetery to get that cop off my ass, and my heart racing when I anticipate you, and I alphabetized my fury. And this second one, I read a few weeks ago for the first time at a chapbook release. Yeah, a few weeks ago, and thank you to all the New York poets that showed up for me. I saw you in the crowd, and I appreciate the love. This is called The Last Poem I Write. On our trip to the Dead Sea, my daughter couldn't stop crying because the salt content was so high, it burned her vagina. My best friend refuses to write about flowers, but feels it's acceptable to write about trees because of the more serious nature of the subject matter. There's a moral obligation in poetry not to pass on cruelty through the poem itself. Yellow bird, magnolia. My daughter asks when I will put the tree swing up. Il-Bustan is Arabic for the garden. Rob Nixon calls the inattention we have paid to the attritional lethality of many crises slow violence. He means this in the context of ecological catastrophe. The Arabic word for catastrophe is nakba. The flowers in the vase are white lisianthus and heather. In the Al-Bustan neighborhood of Silwan, 13 families face home demolition to make way for a religious theme park where some believe King David owned a garden. A major concern with the lyrical eye is whether the reader can empathize. Did you know David Jackson's funeral photo of Emmett Till first appeared in Jet magazine? The word magazine comes from the Arabic makhzan, which means storehouse. There's a moral obligation in poetry not to pass on cruelty through the poem itself. I should take the line about my uncle burning newborn mice out of the poem I wrote earlier this week. In the last poem I write, we pass a bipartisan infrastructure bill. There's a provision for planting crepe myrtles along the interstate. The problem with taking it out altogether, as I see it, is that it fails to consider intention. There's a moral obligation in poetry not to pass on cruelty through the poem itself. I really should take the line about my uncle burning newborn mice out of the poem I wrote earlier this week. Herbs gathered under the shade of frail acacias. Or maybe I can turn it into a question. Thanks.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow. That was
That's all your poetry.
Out of control. That was
That was spectacular.
Really beautiful.
great fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Does it again, as usual.
Yeah, word.
That's very
Assam Zane, give this dude a follow. He is a beast, man. And I like that refrain. Oh, you know, this is what I remind everyone. Our videos are on Facebook and YouTube. You're gonna want to go back and rewatch the poems. Make sure you do it. Assam is one of those dudes because I have to edit. I don't have to. I choose to edit the poems. I always get to hear your guys' poems the second time around. I enjoy it. Assam's is one of those poets the second time around. I catch things I miss. Assam put his info into the chat. Those of you who are here on Zoom, make sure you check it out. We're about to get to Amanda. Right before we do, I do have to thank the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, and the New York Community Trust for sponsoring our free online events. You too can help support us by going to www.nuyorican.org/contribute, or the cafe has a Cash App, Nuyorican Poets Cafe. It's a tax-deductible donation. So, and it looks like here in New York City, they talking about shutting things down again. So it's rough. So you got a couple extra bucks, please help out the cafe, or at the very least, help promote the cafe, let more people know about it. With that being said, let us get to the woman who will cut you with a compliment. And I just so love the background of her wall. It really does. Like, it reminds me of like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico got like so many colors, colorful houses like that, and I love it. Amanda, let the people know where they can find you online, then get into your poetry. And please don't cut me. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm sorry I skipped you. It was just one person.
I would never cut you. I mean, I'm not going to say never. Never say never. We love you. And we love you. That's all I'm going to say. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Medium, Amanda Ashley Villanueva. New shit, short shit, no title. Let's just get through it. My favorite word is the girl with the smile, because that's the same girl that stay in your fucking mouth. Your intuition must have missed a digit. Your spidey senses never met a bitch like me. I am woman and not white, but I am. Since Huelita's skin color is cotton colonizer white, she still fights like the holiest of hells to bleach the black blood out of me. This black fury is rooted in her mastery, is rooted in her master's offspring. Catastrophes turned to miracles still make for hyper bitter material, over announcing place in the family of things, since home is where I never had a voice until I burned shit down to be noticed. A tortoise without shell, forced to yell for attention, for connection, for intimacy, for into me I see into a home with no owner. The only life that you could save isn't even your own, so there's no way it could ever be mine. Time is a sandcastle begging for more structure, more structure, more structure. More definition, more recognition that you could never save me, never be the reason I sharpen my bravery. This poem is the biggest lie I've told today, but the night is still early, dark though it is. My heart, my brain, borderline insane, borderline personalities, disordering into wild rides to states that are not mine. I told you after I was done crying, a spirit tainted is a soul fainted into primer that sets for painted grotesque geography of you off of me. Thank you.
Let's fucking go. Bring that ring.
Yeah.
She with her words.
Wow.
That deserves a title.
Genius.
Really good.
Amanda Villanueva, give her a follow. Amanda, make sure you put your information to the chat so people can copy and paste. Oh, I love, she always gets so raw and honest. And that's one of the main pillars, I think, of being a writer, is to be brave like that. Because you're not going to get any brownie points for talking about, eating ice cream unless you're lactose intolerant, right? There's no bravery in that. Amanda Villanueva, make sure you go give her a follow, and yes, she will cut you with a compliment. That's how she is. All right, Nick, we've got Iris Morales is next, then Nathaniel Beck, Paul Conqueso, and then Noelia. But right now, we're going with Iris Morales, who we did get to hear on Thursday, because I was covering for La Bruja. She will be here this Thursday in a couple of days to rock out. I hope she is. I'm having technical difficulties. I can't cover for her. Iris, are you there? Did we get Iris unmuted? Oh.
Unless she's under another name, I don't see an Iris Morales, and I checked.
I saw her. She's under, wait. I see her. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute her. Oh, there we go. Wait, we got her unmuted, I see, right? We got them unmuted? No? Wait, where'd Iris go? I just saw Iris. They just left. All right. We'll get back to that. All right, let's go to Nathaniel Beck, and then when Iris gets back, we'll make sure we get them in. I don't know what happened because I did see them. So, yeah, let's get to Nathaniel Beck, our Green Bay Packers fan, who we forgive him. Oh, wait. Iris is there. I see Iris. Why can't I unmute Iris? Hold on. I'm going to get this. I see Iris. Sorry, Nathaniel. I promise we're going to get back to you. There's Iris.
Hi, everyone.
There we go. Okay. All right. There we go.
No, I'm using my brother's account. That's why.
Got you. Okay, good. Because I saw you there. I was like, no, I saw Iris earlier in there. All right, Iris, you know the deal. Let the people know where they can find you, and then let's get to that fire.
All right. So you could find me in Lil Wicked 01_1014. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having an amazing night. And here we go. I have 2 pieces. Healing is an initiation through the pyre. As smoke gather your lungs, roll a huevo around your throat, choke what hasn't been working. The healing journey is not light work despite what you have been told. You are cradled between worlds, entre vida y muerte, pierdes la vida que ya no te sostiene. Te das de cuenta que hay luto en la toxicidad. Your tears, matchsticks blazing you inside out. Fire is destruction, fire is rejuvenation, rebirth. Melting skin, drenched in soil, Mayflower blooms, soft petals bathing in the sun. Leaves kissed heels, new skin grows, dressed bones. You begin to see the lucero of your horizon. Plant the seeds of your shadows, bury them in the catacombs. Vines wraps your cadaver, iris flowers sprouts from your eye sockets and mouth. Through your death, your light is conceived. That is the first one. And this is new shit that I wrote yesterday. So let's go. It's called A Prayer Pa' que se meta en el brazo where the sun don't shine. Divino mío, dame la paciencia, el autodominio, este bendito día. Lo que chichan, ignorancia, dejando manchas en las arrugas de sus camas. You can dress dog shit with dandelion petals. It would still smell like shit. Divino míos, que yo obtenga soberanía con mi lengua. Hombres me miran confusos cuando ato mis senos, arrugan sus cejas, miran sin cesar. Vamos a ver, ¿me quieren golpear o que yo solo meta? No estaré sorprendida, pero they accuse us of stealing their women until they see me, high heels, tight dress, strutting. Ah, now, what a pleasure to share their women. This is a prayer para que se metan el brazo where the sun don't shine. I'm just tired. They kill us because we don't desire them. They think we want to be them. They rape us to fix us. I don't hate men, but I'm a threat to them. Gun me down. I make flowers sprout from these wounds. A prayer para que se metan el brazo where the sun don't shine. I am not ashamed for loving a woman. I don't hate men, never did. Yet I've always been a threat even before I can form a sentence. Divine ones, protect me, guide me. May I have enlightenment. And so it is. Thank you.
Yo.
It's so.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Come on.
Fire. See you,
Almost
Iris.
yesterday.
Received.
Really enjoyed both of
One
them.
of us.
Woo.
One of us.
Any one of us.
One of us.
Any one of us.
Any one of us.
Chris Morales, they are screaming one of us because they want you to be coming back on Mondays. Iris is a beast, man. Like, ooh, so many quotables. Iris, make sure, I think Ray Camacho had put your info into the chat. Make sure you double check. Make sure that your info is in there. And don't be a strangers on Mondays. Love having you on Thursdays. Keep going on Thursday, but you need to come on Monday as well. Iris Morales. See, I knew tonight was going to be a great because I've been having such a tough time in real life. I always know, like, if the last few days before Mondays are tough for me, Monday's going to be extra special. I'm loving it. All right, let's keep going. Let's unmute Nathaniel Beck. Then Paul Conqueso, Noelia Cerna, Ray Camacho, and Elemental are next. Appreciate the help, Nick. Do we got Nathaniel Beck unmuted?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yo, this dude knows his poetry. Last week, I got to spend like an hour or two or even more on Zoom speaking poetry with this dude. You're going to love his stuff. And then after his poem, I asked that you pray for him as he is a Packers fan. Get it, Nathaniel. Let them know where they can find you online, your book, and then let's hear your fire, brother.
Yo, thank you so much, Advocate, for everything that you do here. Honestly, like, you're amazing, and we love you here. So thank you. And it was honestly a pleasure hearing you drop the knowledge. Honestly, like, you were the person who was the true teacher that night. So I appreciate everything that you had to say and share with us. So, but you can find me at NCBEK Poetry. That is NCBEK Poetry, or you can also look up my book, Atrophy of the Boy Who Became a Wishing Well. It is available now, so definitely check that out. And as far as this evening, I did mine on a word, and this is untitled. I don't really know if it has a title yet. It may not even be finished, but here it is. So thank you all for your time this evening. Today, my relationship to blank is a phone call, an assignment, a roommate, or that of an empty room, an assurance claim, a biohazard, a paycheck, a job. But hasn't blank always been work? An eternal question of continuation, of putting in the hours. Today, blank is a lover, a girlfriend, a body, and blood, a stumbling confusion of arteries, of pain, the teething hammer of nails and nerves. Blank is a wardrobe of tomorrow that no longer fits. A tired lamination of sheets, a bed, a pillow stuffed of weighted ends, or that of the bird, the wing, the feather, a million plucked halo bones, the down, the nestle into our dreams, how blank can be a different kind of rest. For this type of tired, the one where it was the night we told ghost stories around drunken campfires in our throats. A tablespoon of coworkers chased the empty back down, and they laughed about the toothless night, the photos, the calls, the files, and I do not speak of the road, the car, the night, the sound of gravel, the ravaging of soft lullabies that dug into my skin, because what man still fears the dark? I do not mouth it into existence. Some things I only recite with the ground. Sometimes the silence speaks for us anyways. Maybe blank has always been a voiceless massing of crows, a metaphor written into the dirt. Blank is so much easier to say when you never say it. They ask me about my first time. I do not clarify what they mean, only respond with the longing answer. I do not tell them how close to home they were, or that of the empty rooms I carry with me. I smile blankly, like menagerie of clenched skeletons I keep with my tongue, how this word becomes a thing of its meaning too. How blank is easier to say when it becomes a relic, a stone, a stoic thing said of the dead, hugged by the earth again. Thank you so much. You guys can find me at NC Beck Poetry, and we love you, Advocate.
Yes.
That was Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, you're a
Conjured.
demon.
Nathaniel.
Love you. Go buy his book too, by the way. Go buy his book.
Have his book.
Never
Get
go
his
too far
book.
on either
You
side.
don't have it.
But do you have his book?
Daniel, always
But do you have his book though?
on.
I'm telling you.
That part.
Nathaniel Beck, this dude is fired. Make sure you go follow him. Nathaniel, put your information into the chat. And a reminder to all the poets after you perform, make sure that you go and you check out the chat and see all the nice things that people are saying about you. And most importantly, a shout out to Nathaniel's partner, who's a Chicago Bears fan. Woo, let's go Bears. Okay, I'm excited about the football season. I'm not trying to get too excited. Make sure you check out Nathaniel, though. A beast of a poet, and he knows his stuff, too. Like I said, I got to talk shop with him. Dude knows his stuff. All right. Paul con queso, Noelia Cerna, Ray Camacho, Elemental, Marissa Prada, Mr. Speaker, who we haven't heard in a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks. If I don't hear from y'all in 2 weeks, like I think it's forever. Then Ray Jane, Alexander Goldberg, Catherine Bedan. Oh, I think we moved Catherine Bedan up, right? Tell me, Nick, Paleologos. We moved, did we?
Catherine moved up to where Elemental was. They swap spots, yeah.
That's right. Okay, cool. Thank you for correcting me. Nick, while you're unmuted, let the people know where they can find you because you host your own open mics, and right now you are so helpful. You are my crutch right now. Nick, let the people know where they can find you.
Thank you, Advocate. The real Nick P on IG. That's TheRealNickP. If you want to just DM me and everything. My open mic this week is this Wednesday, 9:15 EST with The Word Is Right, led by Marissa Prada. We're going to hear from later tonight. And if you want more details, go to The Word Is Right on Facebook. You'll see all my stuff right over there. Advocate, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm doing what I can,
Thank you, Nick. You were helping me out a lot, and I like that real quick. That he was, he's been hosting because he mentioned Marissa Prada, and then he also let you know, hey, you're going to hear from her later tonight. She is on the open mic list. And Marissa Prada is all kinds of dope. I got one problem with Marissa, though. She spends more time promoting other people as opposed to herself. A beautiful thing. She's looking out for other people, but she is an awesome writer herself. But you will, does anyone else hear that mic? Do we have another mic open, or is it just mine? I saw that in the chat. I think.
I think it's just yours. Yeah.
No. All right. I'm gonna work on changing my headphones. But right now, Paul Conqueso, I see he is unmuted. Paul, you know the deal. Let the people know where they can find you online. Then let's get to that fire, brother.
Yeah, so I already took up space tonight, so I'm not going to take up any more space. I'm actually going to pleasant gesture my spot. I just wanted to give a plug to I Can't Breathe Magazine Volume 2, which the deadline for submissions is August 8th. So if y'all want to follow me and get more information about submitting to that, please do. It's a social justice magazine, all causes, what's going on in Colombia, Puerto Rico, Palestine, here in America, whatever you can, social justice oriented, submit to litmag@bloomfield.edu or follow me at Paul Conqueso for more details. And I'm gonna give up my spot because I already got some. So I appreciate y'all. Get to Noelia, get the folks on the waiting list. I love y'all. I appreciate you.
Paul Conqueso, when you spell queso, it is not with a K, it is Queso. Okay, get your Spanish on. We're going to teach you. It's the New Rican Poets Cafe here. Our honey trap. Yes, we know when you come to the open mic. It's for the good-looking people like the honey trap, Paul Conqueso. Go check him out. All right, awesome. So now we got Noelia Serna, who has tried to sign up, but I don't think she's been on an open mic, but I did get to hear her at the Nomadic Press open mic, and it's fire. Can we get Noelia unmuted? Are you
Hi,
there, Noelia?
Yes.
Yeah, Noelia is here. Make sure you speak up just a little, Noelia, so that the Zoom can pick up. You're the only one talking. Let the people know first where they can find you online. Now let's get into your poetry.
All right. I will drop my social media into the chat. And can everyone hear me okay? Am I good? Okay.
Yep, good.
So this is called Liturgy for the Lost. Last year, you pierced your ears. You grew up pastor's daughter in a denomination that taught you your body belonged to God and to man before it could ever belong to you. Taught you jewelry was a sin and piercings were abominations relegated to something the lost did. While most of your classmates wore earrings from the time they were babies, here you are, 34 years old and still learning how to navigate the holes you chose less than a year ago. There are times you feel less than, times when you have to ask for help getting an earring in. There are the really beautiful but big earrings you purchased but are still too afraid to wear. There is beauty in fear, in knowing you are not ready, but that you can choose when you are. Religion robbed you of choice for so long, taught you men could say what was acceptable for your body, do with it what they wished. Yesterday you cried because you couldn't get your left earring to cooperate, had to call your best friend, have her FaceTime you through it. No, this moment is still a choice. Know that renovations require moments of breaking. Today, you arrange the new earring stand you bought, carefully place the studs, unwrap the heavy pairs of earrings you so carefully curated as you look at the happiness on your vanity. Remember the years you would stare at your classmates' ears longingly, knowing you could rock the earrings they chose to wear, the jewelry they didn't have to hide from their moms, how you dreamed up the outfits you would wear, if only. No. This is celebration. Breathe in the choices you have made for yourself. You were once told your body was a temple. This was the reason you were indoctrinated against piercings, against tattoos, against choice. Remember, when your Bible was written, only men were allowed to be priests, so it is only fitting that they believed themselves God, made you believe choice was a desecration. If it be defilement by man, then let it be called worship. If defilement by you, may it be called abomination. When you are ready to wear the biggest pair of earrings you own, remember to brush your hair back, extend your neck as you walk and let them swing. Let them be pendants, let them be flags, let them be beatitudes. Blessed are they that renovate temples, for they shall rebuild peace. This is how temples are reclaimed, how holy ground is restored. Let the congregation of those still in captivity say hallelujah. As you walk past, let them say, God has brought them out of their captivity. And she be looking fine in some earrings. Let the flash of color from your ears show them a taste of holy. Let the temple be restored to its former glory. Let the people say, Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Oh.
Son
All
of a
right,
son
that's it.
of a
Noelia.
son of a
Wow.
son of
That was
son of a son of a.
No.
Oh, that was fire.
So that was
Did that. Made me so proud.
Noelia Cerna. Noelia, put your info in the chat. As you heard, people will also scream to you, one of us, which means you need to come back every Monday night. I'm so glad that we got you onto the list because, like I said, I heard you. I believe it was at the Nomadic Press open mic. She killed it. And the minute you started coming, I saw the chat going off like from the very beginning. They were like, whoa, she is fired. Noelia, put your info in the chat. Make sure y'all give Noelia a fire. That's it, Noelia. I don't know what you do on Monday nights, but you're going to have to give it up because everyone's going to want you to be here now. And if you don't show up, we're going to be upset. And then now that we know where to find you online, we're going to come and we're going to spam your social media if you don't come back. Noelia Cerna. I told you tonight was going to be good. So far, the poets have been fire. Now, listen, just because tonight's good doesn't mean y'all should go back and start praying I be having tough and difficult weekends, all right? We can have a great Monday night online open mic without me having tough weekends. With that being said, let us get to Ray Camacho, then Catherine Badan, then Marissa Prada. So right now, let us get to Ray Camacho. Can we unmute him, Nick?
Yes, I'm unmuted. Hi.
There we go. The coqui in the background. It ain't the same if we don't hear that. All right, Ray, you know the deal. Where can we find you online? Then let's get into your work, brother.
Well, I just want to say, Daddy, you are so loved by everyone in this community, especially me. You're so accepting, so humble, so beautiful. So much love for you. And I'm just going to jump right into it because this piece is long. Okay, so it's called Sorry. I've written so many poems about you. You are my friend until the end. Never have I ever found another man to fill the chambers in my heart reserved for my father. Our relationship is platonic, but I know I took it far last night. I am sorry. I write these poems breaking you down because I am broken, and I've been broken down the same way you have. And that's why your name gets thrown into the flame. I am sorry. Sorry, I attached myself to your poetry. Sorry, I let my insecurities control me. Sorry for blaming the weed on the sexual between me, myself, and my lies. Sorry, I blurred the lies. I'm sorry. Sorry you couldn't tell me directly. Sorry to consume your pain, consume the blame, called you out by your name. I am sorry. Sorry I said that you're not a real poet, but poetry is a spell, and I drink a bottle of voodoo every day. My throat still burns from my own words. I am sorry. I rebuke what I said. You are more of a poet, more of a Puerto Rican, more of a spiritual being, more of a person than this bitch could ever dream to be. I am sorry. Don't let the weed speak for my insecurities that consume me. Don't let my hands speak for the abandonment issues inside of me. I am still healing, still learning, still full of the I'm sorry's from the communal dick. I am sorry. Sorry that my mouth is full of his shit. Have me apologize for all his lies and I still cry. I'm sorry you had me believe that it was always my fault, even when I removed myself from the situation. I am sorry I wasn't able to save you from your own actions. I'm sorry that your dick was so big enough to make me forget that you have the same mental capacity of a dog. I am sorry your touch pleased me because I was so starved for affection that I wouldn't even want to touch myself. I am sorry that my words are the consequences for your mental health. I am sorry for saying sorry when I don't mean it. I am sorry for saying sorry just so you don't have to. I am sorry for writing about what you did to me. I am sorry that I used my pen as a dagger, not from a place of power, but from a place of fear. I am sorry that when you showed up at the club, I froze like a deer in the headlights. Sorry that you thought it was okay to grab me. Sorry that my friend tried to pull me away. Sorry that I tagged my location in my story. Sorry that I didn't have the foresight to know that you're still stalking me. Sorry I let you assault me. Again, I let you win. Sorry, I let you in. Sorry that you wanted to take me to the alleyway just to talk. I am sorry that I told everyone that I was okay. I'm sorry that my paper is still stained from your blood. I am sorry that my walls are still stained from your blood. I am sorry that my mind is still stained from your blood. I am sorry that my hands are still stained from your blood. I am sorry for not being sorry. I am only sorry for being sorry enough to be sorry, but not enough to mean sorry. What I really mean is sorry. But this is a poem, so I'm sorry about writing about the stories and mixing reality with my poetry. I'm sorry, I wish I could be sorry directly, but I'm not that type of man to have that type of conversation. Sorry for the pain, sorry for playing the games, sorry for making you feel shame, sorry to rhyme, sorry I'm out of time, sorry for everything, I am sorry. Thank you. Woo.
Okay,
Oh
but
You did it. You
Home
said
right
it.
there.
Yes.
Home right
Oh,
there.
you did it.
Got goosebumps the whole way, man.
That was a journey. That was a journey.
Camacho, what? Ray going in, that was fire, Ray. Again, yo, it is not easy to be vulnerable. It takes a great deal of bravery. And then when we're asking you to be vulnerable in poetry, it takes a great deal of bravery and creativity. Do y'all see, do you guys, like anyone who's watching this for the first time, do you see why I say it's like, yo, I feel like kind of bad getting all this credit? Because it's like I'm claiming credit for all the fire that's here in this community. I love it. Ray did this, at Ray did this. Make sure you go give Ray a follow. He always making daddy proud. Always, Ray. And we loving the socks. We're all loving the socks. Okay, Ray Camacho is done. Now we're going to Catherine Badan, the apple of my eye. Woo! Then Marissa Prada, DG Clearance not here. Then Mr. Speaker, and then Mary Blenderman. Oh, we got a fire lineup today. Could we get, wait, who is it? Yeah, Catherine Badan. Could we get Catherine unmuted?
Here we are. Here I am, all my multiple selves. Hey, Eric. Okay, I just need to say I had a kind of a weird day, and it made me feel, okay, first I want to say we all love you. I love you. And I'm not sure what we're celebrating, but you know I love you. And I felt really excluded. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why more than half of us that have been here for over a year were not allowed or told about doing something to honor you. And I feel really left out, and it hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry.
This has nothing to do with my love for you, but I don't know where that came from. And I thought it was pretty rank, that it's very cliquish, and that they didn't ask everyone who's been here in over a year, because I would have loved to have participated. But it feeds right into my first, I have two short pieces, variations on a theme of my favorite words. And one of them is fucky, as in fucky, fucky, fucky. And yes, I coined it. Fuck you, fuck me. Oh, just fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. And can you hear me out there? Fuck you, all you stupid moronic gits. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, if you're thinking you'd be any different. Fucky, fucky, yuck. Yeah, it's happened once again. Fucking pricks, fucking dicks, fucking horrid bitches. It'd be great if you all went up in flames. It'd be great if I would be the one to strike up the blazes. I'd be very grateful. So fuck on. Definitely not to be confused with fuck you or fuck off. I've invented it, and I've been looking for just the right impetus to present it. Let me explain its uses. Oh, fuck on, as in, yeah, right, come on, get real, all rolled into one as in, oh, fuck on. Or how about fuck on, as in, right on, keep on trucking or hang in there, don't give up yet, fuck on. Yep, remember to remain positive, stay on point, and please don't just rock on, but fuck on. But really, I'd have to say my favorite word is the word peace. A piece of pie, a piece of quiche, a piece as in a gun, a piece as in a piece of ass? No, I mean P-E-A-C-E, as in world peace or inner peace. May there be peace in the waters. May there be peace in the oceans. May there be peace in the mountains. May there be peace in the heavens. May there be peace in the forests. May there be peace in the deserts. May there be peace in the valleys. May there be peace in the glaciers. May there be peace in all of nature. May there be peace between us humans. And may that peace, that real peace, be mine. And thank you, Elemental, for letting me switch. Because I don't know how long I'm going to last. Anyway, thank you for letting me share.
Let's
Love
unmute
you.
everyone and give it up for
Love you, Catherine.
Catherine.
Love you.
100% dope.
Dang,
We love
wow.
you.
See, I think that's
Love you.
bullshit. You
Beautiful.
don't love me or you would have included me, so fuck you. That's what I feel.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We're supposed to be having a love fest here, but there was a lot of people not included. I didn't know what was going on. And I am not opposed to people having a round two of different people giving me flowers. I'm all about my flowers. So I don't know what happened with that, but speak with the people. And like I said, I know a lot of people who weren't included who have been around for a while. So I don't want anyone to feel excluded or whatnot. Y'all know how I am. We trying to build community here and whatnot. And Catherine, when you were gone, believe me, everyone was like, where's Catherine? When's she coming back? When she's coming back? And for those who don't know, Catherine had to take a hiatus for like about a month. Everyone was like, where is she? Where is she? And was so excited you coming back. So please don't feel that way at all. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but make sure that, reach out to the people, speak to them. I am sure no one was trying to make you feel, excluded. And there were like a bunch of people who weren't on it. Catherine Badan is also a photographer. So you can check out her website. And when you spell Badan, it's Badin, CatherineBadan.com. Talented photographer as well, not just an awesome poet. All right, next we've got, where's my list? Marissa Prada, the Mr. Speaker, the Mary Blenderman. Let us unmute Marissa Prada.
What's up,
Marissa Prada. Hey, Marissa. Marissa was mentioned earlier this Wednesday. Nick's going to be hosting an open mic for her. So, Marissa, let the people know where they can follow you. Then let's hear your poetry.
You can find me, Marissa Prada, on Facebook, Prada Painting and Poetry on Instagram. I co-author The Word Is Right, WRITE. We have an open mic every day of the week. I am very excited to announce that Ray Jane will have an open mic the last Friday of the month, yo! So you got to get in on that. My book is available, Conversations with Grief. It's a beautiful book, I think, so please bless me if you would like to pick up a copy. It's from my press, Red or Green Books. Red is READ. redorgreenbooks.com is the website for my press. Here we go, Advocate. Advocate has too many damn rules. This week, we have to pick our favorite word. I don't see how that's humanly possible. I mean, I could say his name is my favorite word. Maybe that'd get me to the top spot at the Norican Poets Cafe. Maybe I could say my favorite word is avocado, or acrobat, or just, or aphrodisiac. Not saying he's an aphrodisiac, full disclosure, I'm not saying that. Maybe I could say my favorite word is aardvark, or aria, or aura, or advertisement, or addition, or fuck, because I need more fucking A words. There are too many rules here. I hate rules. I break rules. Maybe rules is my word. Maybe dictionary is my word. Because of the dick. Maybe the word dick is swinging my way back to the A's. Even Oakland is playing better than the Yankees. Focus. He wants one favorite word. Amazing. Awesome. Adorable. These are not description words for him. Full disclosure. Available. Well, yes, that does fit him to a T. Yes. Only more words that might be my favorite. Advises, advertises, adventurous, adversarial, advertorial, adrenaline, advisable, adoptable, addictive, again, dick. Yes, you are welcome. Adaptive, advanced, adversity, adaptation, admiration, advantage, adjectives, adjustable, adherently, adequately, adoration, admiration, adulate, aduling, advex, this is impossible. No way can I pick a single word that could be my favorite. And yet, maybe, just maybe, my favorite word was at the very beginning.
Let's unmute everyone and give it up for Marissa Prada.
Oh,
Marissa,
Marissa.
yay.
I'm
Oh, here, Marissa,
addicted to
go,
poetry.
yay.
Oh, Ron got a heart for you,
Love you,
Marissa.
Love you all so much.
Love
Hugs,
you.
Advocate.
Love you.
Marissa Prada, make sure that you go give her a follow. You can check her out on Facebook doing The Word is Right. She's doing publishing and workshops and hosting open mics. And now Ray Jane's going to host an open mic. That is phenomenal. Make sure that you give her a follow and remind her to promote her own stuff too, you know, because she is a beast on her own and she got a filthy mind too. I enjoy me a poet who got a filthy mind and knows how to write too. She knows how to write. I love Marissa. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate you so much. I still don't forgive you for being a Green Bay Packers fan. You don't even live in Wisconsin right now. You're in the Southwest. I don't understand. It's all right. I got the next like 10, 15 years to make fun of you because of Justin Fields. Okay, moving forward. Give Marissa Prada a follow. We've got Mr. Speaker, the General. If we ever went to war, this is the man we would follow. He would get us excited to run into a brick wall for him. Mr. Speaker, are you there?
I am here.
Yes, sir. It is good to see you, brother. Let the people know where they can find you online and let's get into it.
Yeah. I'm online. So, my favorite, I have two. My favorite word, and then I got to go back a few weeks for my naked poem because I got to get that in. My favorite word is love because it, not money, makes the world go round. Makes the sane act like clowns. Love has prevented many, many wars, caused men and women to soar, sometimes temporarily. Love causes time to fly, makes it hard to say goodbye, has made many, many cry, causes some to hire private eyes, and describes how I feel about apple pies. Love is something many of us are not really worthy of. It is strength, weakness, and it comes from above. See, at the center of it all, God is love. So going back a little bit to the naked poem, I was writing, I just couldn't get on. So naked. Many have asked me what is critical race theory? I would tell you that critical race theory is naked history. No lies, no distortions, no fluffs or fillers. And trust me, it's not a thriller. See, we know how it ends, but for years we have been deceived, tricked, bamboozled, confused, and told to believe lies. Critical race theory is the naked, untaught truth of American history. Running from facts is as crazy as trying to catch artillery rounds. So stay with me. Learn something. Don't be offended. Remember, the truth is right, baby. It does not need to be defended. Facts. Columbus landed in the Dominican Republic 3 times. He was lost. No one cares if George Washington lied about cutting down a cherry tree. But you should know that Henry Boyd created the first modern bed, Benjamin Montgomery invented the steamboat, and Thomas Jennings invented the dry cleaners, all Black men. If you face the naked truth, then you would realize that there is no way a white male slave owner created finger-licking fried chicken, KFC. Really? He stole it. Don't be fooled. Critical race theory will show you that all these facts and many more were mistaught to you while attending American schools. Teach the raw, naked truth first, or the internet will expose your lies, which is much worse. Look, tell the naked truth. Be real. It is not that clever. Right? Life is short, baby. So write a naked poem and it will last forever. In peace.
Nicholas, get everyone unmuted for Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
Give it
That
up
was
for him.
phenomenal. And I need
Wow.
to hear it.
Yes, sure. Yes.
Mr. Speaker.
Let's go.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That was
Yes.
great.
Mr. Speaker, our general, and every week I'm always telling people, yo, you can flip the topic how you want. When we give these themes, you don't have to hit it on the nail. And Mr. Speaker definitely flipped that. Make sure you give him a follow. His website is mrspeakerinc.com. When you spell ink, that is I-N-K, like the pen. You know, he's a poet. mrspeakerinc.com. Make sure that you give him a follow. Okay, so Nick, I want to let you know, because the collab, they had told me propaganda poet Ron Mark Thompson, Finn Bell, and you, Nick, that's what Prop had said, had put their times together. So we can take them off of the list. I love hearing them, but they had put their times together for the collab. But right now we are going to hear Mary Blenderman. And I think it's been 2 weeks since we've heard Mary as well. It has been way too long. Can we unmute Mary and find out where she's been? Are you there, Mary?
I'm here. Hi.
Mary, I've missed you. Where have you been? Have you found a life on Mondays? What's going on here?
No, I had a rough couple of weeks and it was hard to write, but I made it.
I'm so sorry. You know, I'm only joking about like, you can't have a life outside because I love having you. And believe me, I know what it is to have it for things to be rough. So I apologize about that. I just miss you and I'm selfish and I want you around and your poetry's awesome. Let the people know about your website and then let's hear your fire.
Okay, the website is maryblenderman.com. It's in the chat. If you scroll to the bottom where it says get in touch, you can send me a message and say hi, and then we can be friends on the internet. And I would love that. Also, Advocate, I really want you to hear this. I had a rough couple of weeks and truly it was mostly the thought of getting on here and seeing your smile and hearing your encouraging words that kept me at the notebook and made me want to come back. We all love you. You're my favorite words. And I'm just really grateful for you and for this community. So I hope when we all breathe together in a second, we can breathe some love and appreciation for our Advocate and also send some peace and energy to our friends Gigi and DG Clearing. Okay. All right. Big breath in. Big breath out. So I wrote about a test that I learned how to give in a course on clinical cognitive assessment. So y'all are about to get a little bit of the science side. The Wechsler test of adult reading is the gold standard neuropsychological estimate of premorbid functioning. The best method we have to guess the capacity of the unravaged mind. The test is what we call impervious to acquired cognitive insult, a paper time machine with one setting, before. Before the amyloid plaques, the motorcycle accident, the fall down the stairs that was not an accident, before the seizures, the linebacker twice your size, the glioblastoma, the war, the hallucinations, before normalcy slipped from your tremoring hands and shattered on the floor of your memory. This test captures the one thing that did not break. Here is a list of 50 words. I'd like you to read them aloud to me. If you're not sure how to say any, take your best guess. Like anything else that carries the mind backward into the past, the test is disarmingly simple. Cough. Preview. Although. Most. A concert of consonants singing their silent agreement, iridescent. Ballet. Equestrian. Aesthetic. a maze of syllables, a dictionary bear trap, menagerie, liaison, ethereal, lugubrious, hyperbole. With no exaggeration, my favorite word is pronounce. It's less elegant than elocution, but for once, science romantically finds pronunciation enshrined so reverently in the mind, it's unforgettable. An indestructible echo in the canyons between neurons. No matter the wreckage of cortex, there is always the bridge between symbol and sound, the careful placement of tongue and teeth, the voluptuous affirmation that language is our ground zero, the foundation beneath the disaster, that every rubbled syllable is precious.
Let's unmute everyone and give some love to Mary Blenderman.
That's just come on. Good to have you back. Good to have you back.
Get it.
Power.
That was wonderful.
Amazing.
Science lesson.
Amazing.
Linda.
Mary Blenderman, check out her website, maryblenderman.com. When you spell Blenderman, there is 2 N's at the end. Mary Blenderman. Oh, I love her writing, and I saw a lot of you talking about like her voice and the cadence. It's so relaxing too. Oh, she a beast of a writer. Mary, I'm sorry for whatever you have been going through and dealing with. I'm so happy that you're back, and I am touched that a poet of your caliber is thinking about me or think about the community and coming back here. Because I really love y'all. I make jokes about y'all can't have a life on Monday. You need to come here and because I really do enjoy y'all, and I really do enjoy Mary. Give her a follow, maryblenderman.com. Have y'all seen? We are an hour and a half in. Do you see where I say my job is easy? All I have to do is sit here and be entertained and say, okay, this next great poet is supposed to entertain me next. And next we got on the list, Ray Jane. Is Ray Jane rocking? I think I had seen in chat, she said she was giving up her spot. Of course, she doesn't have to.
Great Scott, it's a pleasant gesture. Yes, we love you, advocate. That's what this space is for, is for love. And I thank you for encouraging us to be loving to one another through everything that we're going through, our best of ourselves and our worst of ourselves. So thank you for that. So give it up to somebody else. I'm just here to listen and encourage now.
Thank you, Ray. Real quick, let the people know where they can find you, though.
You can find me on itsrayjane.com, itsrayjane.com. Peace.
Thank you, Ray Jane. You see how awesome a community we have. Ray Jane is one of our beloved members, and she's like, nah, let's get someone else on. Let's get some more other people on. Like, the community is always trying to look out for each other, and I so appreciate that very, very much. Man, I'm so lucky. Y'all make me look so good. You have no idea. Alexander Goldberg is next. Can we unmute Alexander? Is he in? He's here. My skydiving partner, one day soon, hopefully after things clear up, me and Alexander Goldberg are going skydiving. Brother, let the people know they can find you online, then get into it.
Find me online, Go15 on Twitter, Gorbensky on Instagram, and Alexander Gorbensky Goldberg on Facebook. This poem is called My Whole Life is the Game. I ended up here in the godforsaken corner. I have nowhere to run. I have no one to blame. But the oasis is the only place I yearn for. My hobby is to play. My favorite word is game. Virtual universe. It has no limitations. I can do what I want. I can be who I want. Taste of forbidden fruit is such a sweet temptation on those who enter are unwilling to return. This is the only place where I feel I'm not useless. It's more than just a game. It's really life or death. The one who wins will have control of our future. It is the greatest resource our planet has. When I first got here, I'll admit I didn't get it. But here, I found more than I could expect to find. If I can win the game and save the entire planet, the real and virtual have magically combined. What happens when the real life turns into a fiction? What happens when fate of the world depends on you? When does the game you play turns into your addiction? You can't escape it, even if you're trying to. But here, I also found the sense of my existence. I found the things I never thought I could obtain. I found new friends, I found new love, and I can feel this. I'll never let opponents ruin what I've gained. When you are in the game, there's nothing that's off limits. I am the one to win, the one to make the news. To win the game, I don't have hours, I have minutes. It is the game that I just can't afford to lose. That's when the game is taking over our emotions. The game becomes the most important thing of all. What if the one who wins is a person with no conscience? What if the game takes over and I lose control? When game is over, are we happy? Are we sobbing? And do we get the great rewards that we deserved? I love to play, and it is more than just my hobby. Oasis is my home. Game is my favorite word. Thank you.
Woo!
Go, 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 go.
Bird, go bird.
Made the play at the game.
Okay.
Alexander Goldberg, the Goldberg, we like to call him. And then as everyone already knows, I love my sports. I love my competition. I love being in it. I love that my son loves being in it. I totally resonated with that poem, being in the game, man. I've met all kinds of competitors. Make sure you give Alexander a follow. And especially better give that dude a follow too. If you want to come skydiving with us, I'm going to let him choose who can come. He's going to say everyone, but you're going to have to give him a follow to come skydiving with us. Alexander, brother, I appreciate you representing the West Coast, man. Okay, so next we have left on the guaranteed list. I think we're going to get to the waiting list. I have Elemental, Scott Pleasance, Paul Skiff, Catherine Sweeney, Just Joy, who we haven't heard in a while, and Vexed Lex. I hope my dyslexia wrote that right. I hope it's not Lex Vexed. I hope it's Vexed Lex, because I am dyslexic. Apologize about that. So let's unmute Elemental, who I also got to have a long conversation about poetry, among other things, with this brother. Elemental, you there?
Of course, advocate. Similar to some other folks, I'm gonna pleasant gesture my spot forward, but I wanted to jump in here and just make sure I told you how much that I appreciate you, advocate. Really, man, you just make all of this worth it, man. Like, again, you're always gonna be Mr. Monday Night, man. Always, you know what I mean? We appreciate every ounce of energy that you pour into this community, man. Truly, truly. Again, I'm gonna get out the way, man. Elemental.com. My book Calamity is happening, man. Check in, plug in. Storm Gods in the building. Storm Force movement. Sound from the underground. Men Who Heal. Voltron Rising. Yo, it's going down. We love you, advocate. Straight up.
Thank you, brother. Make sure you check them out. Elemental.com. When you spell elemental, you take the T out and you put the number 2 in there. All right. You don't spell out 2, you put the actual number 2 in there. Elemental.com. Thank you, brother. This dude's a beast too, man. This dude's a beast. And you keep hearing people talking about pleasant gesture, right? That sounds all great. Well, it started. Here's 2 things. All right. I don't know if people know the other thing. 2 things. One, the poet who's coming up next, he was the first person to turn around and give up his spot for someone else to perform. Everyone is cognizant, who's been around here for a while, we are cognizant of the popularity of the open mic and how difficult it is to get on. And he made this great gesture. And his name is Scott Pleasance. So we turned around, we called it Great Scott. We have a pleasant gesture. And that is the poet that we got coming up. But here's the other thing too. Scott Pleasance and Ray Jane were the first people to combine their times and put a collab here on the Monday Night Online open mic. All right, there's 2 things he's involved in. 2 things, man. Scott Pleasance, are you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here, man. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's always a pleasure to see you. You know, like every week, even when you don't get to get online, every week we're mentioning your name. Because every week, at least one person is giving up their spot. You have started a trend that is very much woven into the lore of the community. So I appreciate seeing you. I appreciate you always coming back. Let the people know where they can find you online, and let's get into it.
All right, cool. You can find me on Instagram at I am poet33. But let me start by saying a little something about this theme. And I just really wanted to say that this theme is really some BS, because I kind of stepped to the side. You know, I haven't read for a while because I'm really not a theme type of guy. But tonight I thought I'd jump back in just to give it a spin, getting out of the passenger seat and rejoin the elite. And to be honest, most of the times I'd rather drive anyway, turning down the noise because I got something to say. So I will reiterate and attempt to obliviate any misconceptions, false perceptions, just because, once again, there are a few things that I want to get off my chest. But remember, like I said, this theme is really some BS. And if you want to know why, well, asking a writer for their favorite word is like asking a parent who is their favorite child, like speaking to the forest and asking who is your favorite tree, or trying to pick out your favorite sunset in a book that's authored by the horizon who has been married to the sea. Are you following me? It's almost impossible and highly improbable to select one word, a favorite word, as we try to dwindle down something that naturally commingles and is typically born within a swarm, a storm, or is wrapped rather tightly and presented rather nicely within a saying or a sentence, within a moment or impression. A word that can be a verb or a noun or a conjunction that is entrenched in your mind and seen through a portal of endless time. So let me put a punctuation on this theme again, just one more time. If your favorite word is a curse, well, I'm certain we probably have heard worse. If your favorite word is a color, say it loud like I'm black and I'm proud. If your favorite word is an emotion, let it ride through your lips with unabridged devotion. If your favorite word is a name, I'm not mad at you because our tats are engraved with special people just the same. More often than not, we remember that word that is stated one time within a poetic rhyme or used aggressively as the replacement of a fist in the middle of a fight at night, or written lovingly, we may think in sync within a moment to share, whispered so gently into that special someone's ear. And if you ever get tongue-tied and need to reach deep for that certain word you may find only in your sleep, let me give you a bit of advice. To all you poets, writers, and wordsmiths who enjoy an occasional verbal slaying, your favorite word is known most of the time without you even saying. Peace.
Ooh, let's unmute everyone and give it up for Scott.
Yes. Indeed. Was hell, Scott. Dope.
Right.
Dope.
That was great, Scott.
Wow.
Do that thing, Scott.
Yes,
That was
Scott.
great.
Let's go.
Oh my God. He was so smooth with it.
Scott Pleasance, make sure you give this dude a follow. Scott, put your info into the chat so the people can give you a follow. Scott, I like how he flipped it. Especially the forest and the trees. The parent one, I didn't read too much because I know some parents who got their favorite kids. All right, I'm not going to name names. I am not saying that any of those parents are here. I'm just saying I know some parents got some of their favorite kids and went up with that forest and tree. Like, ooh, that was hot. That was hot. Give this dude a follow, Scott Pleasant. See, they flipping it all the time. I'm asking for a favorite word, and then poets are writing poems. Like, why are you doing that, man? Can't choose between my favorite kids. What's wrong with you? I love it. I love this community. All right. Paul Skiff, Catherine Sweeney, Just Joy, and then Vexed Lex. So we are going into the Skiff verse with Paul Skiff. Can we unmute him, Nick? You there, Paul?
You got my sound? You
Yes, I do.
Okay. I don't want to take up a lot of time either. I'm going to do a short thing because I was in on that love heckling you got so overdue, and I just want to pass off some encouragement to everybody here, having rough weeks, rough days. you know, we're all here in this kind of lifeboat to make it through together. And, you know, if somebody's feeling out of sorts with what goes on here, it's important to hear that too. That's part of who we are. But for my part, I don't belong to any cliques. I find them poisonous and detrimental, really. And by definition, they're exclusionary. And that's nothing that the New Eurekan Poets Cafe ever had in mind. I won't go on about that anymore. I just want to be here. I second what Ray said. This place is for love. It's for making everybody feel like they got a place where they can get past whatever turmoil is going on for you this week. That's one of the functions of this place, as far as I understand it. Enough preaching, Hank. Shut him up. Mute that guy. Mommy, what does fuck mean? Looking at me sideways, she said, it better not become your favorite word. Later, as a teenager, when I started to bring people home to have sex with, fuck had not become my favorite word, but in the kitchen downstairs, my mother would set up her whiskey and cigarettes, then patiently listen all night to how I made an oak table and 2 pairs of hips recite the definition of fuck against the 2nd story floorboards.
Damn, let's unmute everyone and give it up for Paul Skiff.
Wow. Oh, you did it.
That was right.
Paul did
That
it.
was amazing.
Nice.
Jedi Master strikes again.
He's the master.
Come on.
That's why
Oh
he
my
did
God. That was hard.
Paul Skiff, you can check out his website, paulskiff.com. When you spell Skiff, that's with 2 F's at the end. He's on Skiff Graham. He's on Instagram. He is an OG of the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I always say he's got more claim to this than I do because he's worked with the founders, you know, before the New Eurekan was like this worldwide known thing, you know. So like, I appreciate Paul Skiff being here, and I appreciate your words, brother. I appreciate also how you ever talk about like keep it in an inclusion, right? Like you kept it real, but you also kept inclusion in the way you spoke. That's why you an OG. Go follow Paul Skiff. I couldn't have said it better myself. Woo! I love this dude, man. I love this community. And then at the end of the day, I get credit for it. Like, how can I have to keep saying it because it's real. Advocate, listen, advocate don't do humble, he don't do arrogant. He calls it how it is, and that's just how it is, man. I'm not trying to take flowers or credit away from me. It's just like, y'all make me look so good. Y'all are awesome. And another person who makes this a community look good is Catherine Sweeney. I love me some Catherine Sweeney. Can we unmute Catherine Sweeney, Nick? Are you there, Catherine?
Hi.
Yes, you are here. Catherine shows up like every 2 or 3 weeks. So, you know what I mean? Just enough like for us to start missing her. She's like, no, I'm here. And then she's gone for a little while and then she comes back. I'm so happy you were here, Catherine. Let the people know how they can follow you online and then let's hear your poetry.
Right. You can follow me on Instagram. There it is. Yeah, sorry, I've been away. I've been traveling. This poem has come out of that. So this is new shit that I wrote while I was traveling. Okay, it's called Mile Measurement Ends Here. Controlled burns are still legal in some places. Smoke so thick, we can't see the mountains until we're between them. And even then, we refuse to acknowledge all of this takes an enormous amount of forgiveness. The turtle we ran over at the beach, its guts spilled out all over the asphalt, cooking for the feast of seabird, the stretch of intestine from road to beak to sky, how a bird's stomach can digest a whole fish, how I once rode a horse with a sway back and regret it. In every relationship, there are things that can't be said. You tell me, write about fire without using the word fire. Some directions are impossible. We cross the Missouri into the high prairie of the Sioux, and I can feel the land ache, attempt to hide itself, and then spread wide in reluctant reception. The way soft folds of earth seem to squeeze and release like a plug pushed into the holy source of breath. Your letters are the only letters I ever saved. I still find them tucked away in old books, on shelves no one uses except me, as if I knew I would need them one day, but didn't know for what. Eventually, we'll spend less time examining our faults. I don't consider the fiction I read fiction anymore. A black opium poppy grows alone on a farm in Maryland, and no one can stop it. You've heard the rumor that the higher the elevation, the better the orgasm. I only mention this to you as an offer. When we are at sea level, we walk so close to the ground, it ends up swallowing the best parts of our chest. And when you die, I want to open you up and see what happens inside of all of that privacy. Hollow out your skull, sacrifice your brains to the packs of birds in southeastern Wyoming, where the land stretches so far it bends, and you can see both the sunrise and set in the course of a single day. Where I can finally sit alone, cataloging everything that holds you together and quietly stitch your skin into a shroud. Thank you.
Let's get everyone unmuted and give it up for Catherine Sweeney.
Catherine Sweeney.
Wow.
Big weeks off.
Catherine.
We need it.
Best friend.
We need it, Catherine.
Catherine, don't leave us, okay?
was
Like, just
fire.
stay.
The
Yes, yes.
imagery, and I just, even your sonics, so good. Wow.
So good.
Catherine Sweeney, make sure you give her a follow. Catherine, put your information into the chat. Now you'll see why everyone wants to marry Catherine. Everyone wants to marry Catherine. We have a line right now of people who want to line up and marry this woman. She is phenomenal. Catherine, like I said, make sure you put your info into the chat so that, you know, people can follow you and they can prove to you why they're good suitors and want to put a ring on it, you know? I love me some Catherine Sweeney, I always do. When did I say it? It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, when everything just like kind of falls into place and runs smoothly. I'm gonna call that a Catherine Sweeney, you know? How's next weekend gonna be for me? It's gonna be a Catherine Sweeney weekend because this was a tough weekend. Okay, we've got Just Joy, who we haven't heard in a while, and I'm glad Just Joy is here. I'm always asking if she's from Atlanta, but she is from New Jersey. I don't know why I do that. I know I always mix that up. I'm sorry, Just Joy, Joy Gales. And then we got Vex left. Is Just Joy here? Is she?
I just asked her to mute and
oh, maybe she's not at her camera. Is that what it is? I see we have Red Dragon, the poet here, who has been giving love to people. I appreciate you being here. I want to shout out also to Abigail, who is here. She was in our highlight reel not too long ago. Poetic Desire is here. I love her too, my fellow Pisces. Okay, Joy's unmuted. She's here.
I'm here.
Yeah, Joy, I am happy to see you. You know what? One of my favorite highlight reels is the 420 reel. Y'all need to go check that out. And Just Joy was in it and she killed it. And it got one of the least amount of views. So when y'all go check out my YouTube or my Instagram, go look at the 420 highlight. Just Joy's in it and she kills it. Go ahead. You know the deal. Let the people know they can find you online, and let's get into your poetry.
Thank you. I'm on Instagram, Joy Gales 21, JOIGALES 21. And so I had a different poem, but I wrote this a minute ago. Since everyone's giving their flowers, I just figured I'd just join in. All right, here we go. Here we go again, like DMX. I miggity mic check like I'm Das FX. I rocks the bells like LL. I gets busy with the pen. I can write a poem about anything. Just tell me the time, the place, and say when. I done got a spot on New Eurekan's virtual open mic. I'm beyond excited. I'm ultra hype. I can write a poem about any topic, come up with something creative and clever, and then mic drop it. It's so many great poets that come through, like Sam, The Withdrawn, and Ray Jane, just to name my favorite few. Then there's Mr. Speaker, Scott, Sarah, Miro, Diane, Emily, Paul, Skiff, and the Catherines. They all have unique styles and ignite us with their passion. To be honest, everybody here is super dope and non-judgmental. One of my favorite newbies is the brother Elemental. Last but not least, I definitely have to shout out the host Advocate. Every Monday night, he brings us together so we can perform our magic. So this is just a way for me to say thanks for the opportunity in the space. Thanks, New Eurekan, for this poetic place. Thank you.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes, Joy, yes. Beautiful.
Yo, big up,
Yes,
Joyce.
Joy.
Beautiful.
Yo,
Yes.
dope as fuck. Dope as
Always
fuck.
a pleasure to hear you.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
That was
Appreciate you.
great.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to everybody here. We're doing a great job. Thank you.
Mm. Oof. Uh-oh. We lost the Advocate. I think
Oh,
we
no, indeed.
guys. Advocate, are you there? Blink if you're still with us.
Blink if you're okay.
No, he's frozen like the last time. When his video goes blank like this, that means he's frozen and he's about to drop off. So
I think I need another one for the gauntlet right here. We're gonna try to get Advocate back up in here. So let me just do the thing real quickly and just get everyone muted, and then we're gonna go get Vex Lex up here. So asking to unmute. Vex, you with us?
Oh, yes, I'm with you.
Hey!
Hey.
How you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Right on. Let
Should
the
I go?
people
Should
know.
I go? Should I go right or wait for Advocate?
We should be good. I mean, let's keep this show moving along and
gotcha,
everything.
gotcha.
So just let them know where they can follow you, and let's hear you spit.
All right. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at VexLex Poetry. And this first poem I got for you is called The B Word. Bold. She breaks down barriers with a sharp tongue, unchecks herself from the box that so many others would love to trap her in. Bashful. She does not know the gravity of her potential. Keep the eyes away only for the time being. She's got to make a name for herself. Brave. She cowers to no one. History has made her out to be the weaker of the two, but history is meant to be rewritten. Bitch. A simple word that carries enough ammunition to pierce through the confidence that she has worked her entire life to build. Meant to reduce her worth, but once she has taken ownership of it, she will be as unstoppable as they have feared all along. And my last poem is out. It goes out to every woman that's been told to watch her tone. So it's called Tone. They call you queen, but don't want your crown to shine better than theirs. And you might come off a certain way if you wear it too often. Others will always try to strip you of your title, false kings at best. They praise your intellect, but tell you to tone it down, just enough to not exclude anyone by making them feel insecure because they don't think the way you do, speak the way you do. So you have to meet them on common ground. They uplift you for the sake of being able to tear you down when you have ceased to do the very things they believed made you worthy of their admiration. You absorb all the cruelties that society expects you to, in addition to shielding the men in your life from harm's way, while being ridiculed for not moving enough mountains, letting your back break from all those burdens you were meant to carry. They tell you to watch your tone, that even with everything going on, a Black woman raising her voice is something that cannot be condoned. They want you to be independent, but not so much that you won't need anything from anyone. Please remember, you will ruffle some feathers, turn a lot of heads, and always be an unstoppable force. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Vex, that's how you
Yes.
pop that shit right there. Lex.
Let them know. Let them know.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Needed that. Needed that so much.
Yes, give us energy.
Yes.
Thus,
Uh-oh, Evan.
I got him.
Thank you.
There
You gotta make me host again. Sorry, I'm making Nick work here. Yes. So Vexlex. Wait. Oh my God. What was? Oh, I forgot Vexlex's name from last time. Right. All right. But she wants to be called Vexlex. Now we're gonna call Vexlex. That was awesome. I don't know if you did a first poem. I got to come in and hear the second poem. It was awesome. Make sure you put your info into the chat. Vexlex. This is like their third time, I think, coming and checking with us. Been doing dope. Vexlex Poetry. Go check them out. Also, Just Joy, I got booted right at the end of your poem. I want you to know that I got to hear it. I don't know if you heard me talking afterwards. I appreciate you too. I hope you put your info into the chat. So we have gotten through the guaranteed list. So let's get right into the waiting list. I got a message from Roz that she's not going to be rocking out, that she can't make it today. So is Ed Foreman here? I got Ed Foreman and then Michael Sumner. Ed is here. Let's unmute Ed. Where are you, Ed? Are you here? Sometimes Ed puts his computer on. I think he walks away. Where are you at, Ed? If Ed isn't unmuting himself, then let us go to, then we can go back to Ed if Ed's not here. And we'll go to Michael Sindler, the man with the hair. I like Michael's hair too. I mean, and it makes him bless you when I say it. So I'm gonna say it all the time. I know Ed is here, but if Ed isn't unmuting themselves, then we could just go, we'll just switch it to Michael. So let's unmute Michael right now. And then, oh, Ed is waving. They said Ed's here. Wait, where is Ed? Let me see. Ed Poet, oh, I see Ed. I'm asking you to unmute, Ed, and I'm sure Nick has as well. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go, brother. You know the deal. Let the people know where they can find you online, and let's get into it.
Sure, no problem. You can find me at Eddie Foreman on Facebook, and you can find me on Ed Foreman 92 at IGN. Hey, Advocate, this is how much we love you. Your words getting us out of the boring blues. Thanks for creating the Zoom Norican whirly stew. Thanks for taking us to so many protestic avenues. Don't stop being true blue you, and never stop coming through. I don't have a favorite word. They're all unique. They're both strong and weak, but I'm still gonna bring the heat. Gotta keep up that credible beat. Though this is called Whirly L's. My words are me, my words are trees. My words are happy, my words are crappy. My words are sappy, my words are scrappy. My words are fleas, my words are peas. My words are chickpeas, my words are keys. My words are teas, my words are Cherokees. My words are banshees, my words are vitamin B's. My words are vitamin C's, my words are vitamin D's. My words are free, my words are B's. My words are C's, my words are we. Oh, can I forget this? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Michael Sindler. Happy birthday to you. And many more, Yahoo.
Let's unmute everyone and give it up for Ed Poetastic. That was awesome. Wait, let me unmute. Ask to unmute everyone. Everyone unmute yourselves and give some love.
Good
King
birthday,
Poe.
Michael.
Get
Love it.
Hey, Michael.
Birthday, Michael.
That was funny. That was really
Ed Poetastic. I like that. I think that's my favorite from Ed now. And I like when he said that it words are banshee. A banshee. Oh, especially as an X-Men, thinking of banshee and like what I would like Okay, there we go. I don't know what the hell is that. And I know I'm not the only one who's gotten booted out. I don't know what's going on with Zoom. Maybe it's not just me. Nonetheless, like I say, shout out to Ed. I really appreciated that poem from his when he said Banshee as well. Also, shout out to the birthday boy who happens to be next. And I believe he is here. Michael Sindler. Where is Mr. Sindler? Let me unmute Mr. Sindler. There you are, Michael. You there?
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Ed. That was so sweet. Embarrassing, but sweet.
And look at the hair of the birthday boy. Look at the hair. I love to see
Yes.
Michael.
Other than this weird hair obsession, you know, I am a words fan, but I do have some other favorite words. So I thought I would do some of them. And ironically enough, this poem got turned into a road sign on Colfax Avenue that unfortunately got stolen before I was ever able to even go see it. This is called Road to Compassion. Before you can discover compassion, you must step away from comfort. You must drain the moat, lift the gates of the fort. You must sweep the path of branches and leaves to make it welcoming for the unforeseen sojourner to feel welcome on. You must shed, shake snake-like, exposing self to get the feel of another skin. You must stand or dance, drenched in rain, barefoot on sharp stones to feel the pain you know to be the traveler's burden. You must take the hurt in and release it with an anguished, screaming breath to know the sorrow of a stranger's struggle or a loved one's death. To not let a blanket warm with your own heat become a shroud, a winding sheet under which you are but a ghost, unable to be a welcoming host to those lost and injured, blind, dumb, crippled, and needy souls that come onto your path and walk or crawl beside you and make you think that you deserve more than others sharing this path, this road, this planet we call Earth. Prepare that road. And of course, another favorite word, which is, most of ours favorite word. And this is an acrostic sonnet. A lot of y'all have heard this one, called In Love with Love. Inside the silent chamber beyond thought nestles the seed of compassion, hatching luminescent treasure that can't be bought. Offer freely, profit by dispatching. Vibrations sing cellular choral tune, expanding current flows through creation, whole and part reflect, harmonize, commune, incite miracles of transmutation, touch, gently caressing, begin to mend, healing from within, radiating out. Love proves no burdens too great to transcend, opening hearts, smiles, trust supplanting doubt, vestigial sorrow slipped off like a glove. Ecstasy is to be in love with love. And I'm going to end with another of my favorite words, one that we can use as much as possible, not only in these days, but every day. And this is called Hope Is. Again, a lot of people have heard this one. Hope is to be longed for, dreamed of, a vigil set to await its coming. Hope is to be searched for, to mount exploratory voyages for, following each clue and bent twig of evidence. Hope is to be fought for, defended against despair, stinging needles of falling hail, hate's dull axe pounding against the door. Hope is to be celebrated even before its coming, halls strewn with petals for its bare feet to walk on. Hope is to be caressed, the most gentle grass that does not crush, two forms holding up the other in silent reverence. Hope is to be free to come and go, knowing the cold days apart will lead to a reunion. Hope is the most welcome guest, the most adored spouse. Hope cannot be bound, will come to you in its own time and on its own terms. Hope will not give or accept a ring or token, will not be a slave to any spoken incantation, whether following in its tracks or opening your gates and windows to allow it entrance. Hope may be elusive, but is no illusion. Its one kiss will exceed any elixir, its breath the silent song that makes survival possible. Hope is a trickster that steps out from the shadow, letting you know it has been here all along when you thought it was lost or torn away. Hope laughs in sympathy, never with disdain, a joyous trill to pull lips into a smile. Hope sleeps soundly and soundlessly, but awakes to find you and teach you new songs. Okay, thank y'all very much. Thank you, Advocate, for all you do.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Yes.
Happy birthday. That was
Happy
great.
birthday.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Many,
Put
many,
my
many more, poet.
lighthouse.org up there.
That was really great. That was really inspirational.
Make sure that you check out lighthousewriters.org. Mike, that's the organization Michael likes to promote because, he's in the witness protection program. But now we know his birthday. Oh, shoot, Michael. We got info on you. We may not see you on social media, but now we know your birthday. Happy birthday, Michael. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you celebrated this whole week, and I hope you celebrate this whole week. And I really like that line he had in Hope, and I'm paraphrasing. I may get it wrong. That like hope is to be celebrated before it comes. I don't know if I got every word in there, but like that really hit me, especially today, especially with what especially this week or whatever I'm going through. Hope is to be celebrated before it comes. So I'm going to celebrate this Catherine Sweeney weekend that I'm going to have, and I'm going to start celebrating it now because it's going to be a great weekend. And for those who may have come late and don't get the joke, I'm not hanging out with Catherine Sweeney. Okay, she is a spoken for woman. I want no problems. I'm just every time when I think that of things fall into place and smoothly, I think of Catherine Sweeney, just like her poems. Okay, so we just did Michael Sindley. We have Thomas Connor and G.K. Jairam coming next. So let us unmute Thomas Connor. There he is. Let me unmute him.
What up? What's going on?
Well, what's going on? I'll tell you what, there's a lot that's been going wrong for me, Thomas, but you know what went right? I'm going to tell you what went right. Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo with the Yankees. We are on a roll, man. I know y'all got Javier Baez. Y'all are still looking good. But my team, I may be able to talk shit about my team this baseball season just yet. At the moment, I can't. Mets are the better team, but we'll see. Nonetheless, brother, it is always a pleasure to see you.
Well, it's a marathon. It's a marathon. We got to see. It's a marathon.
It is. All right, man. Let the people know where they can find you, and then I'm ready to hear you rock out.
Yes, sir. So Thomas Connor at Facebook. That's CONNOR, because I know people have a tendency to write ER, but it's OR. And TAC7371 at Instagram. I just wrote this piece, so it's kind of raw because I forgot the theme. So I'm glad that I'm last on one of the last ones because congratulations, played myself. So let's go, bro. We're gonna kick it. I'm the resurrection of dead poets. Listen closely to their tombs and tongues, silenced by sepulchres, speaking the truth. I advocating for their voices now silenced. Their chords blow freely, so I catch the wind to spit prayers that seem to never touch the sky. Pentecost and their pantheons of fallen deities that require absolution for lacking piety. Praying for words yet to be written, pages in cursives, verses in fractions, stories in inkwells. We draw our own conclusions. I guess that's the only way to find self-resolution, one verb at a time. Stories detailing losses, history in these pens and inkwells, painting eulogies for the never forgotten, unearthing the dead in cursive, pins inked into fallen trees, I'm still trying to catch the wind. This cursive in their tongues, spitting layers, bare for the world to see, there for the world to see. My only choice is to live eternal in their pens. I honor them, but for now I will advocate for advocate to get his due, for he is el grito de poetas.
Yo!
Yo!
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yes, Thomas.
Precious
That's
ink.
it.
Yeah.
With the right away flow. Okay. We
Raise
see
to the
you.
pressure
Ah.
points, baby.
On
I
demand
love it
bars.
when they
Yes,
go
yes, yes. I
down.
just wrote it, so it was a little raw, so I apologize, y'all.
Yes.
Get some poker in there.
Don't
Some poker.
apologize. Don't apologize.
Thomas Connor. Yeah, I just wrote that. I just wrote some fire right now. You know, I just flicked my wrist, snap my fingers through some fire. Make sure you go give him a follow, Thomas Connor. Love that dude, man. I love him, man. And he's a Mets fan. He's got a good reason too. He's got a good reason too. But if you want to know that reason, then you gotta go follow him. Go give this dude a follow. Okay, GK Jairam is next. And every time he is on the waiting list, we get to the waiting list. He's got some good luck. GK, are you there, brother?
Yes.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I don't see you though. You got your video on?
Yes, I can see myself.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh yeah, I see you now. There you go. Go ahead. You know the deal. Let us know how we can follow you, and then let's get into it.
Okay. My stuff is on YouTube. So GK Jairam, if you put in the name, some stuff will come there. Hopefully it will be interesting. So I'm very happy to meet you all. I've been meeting you for quite some time. I'm a silent fellow. Here it is. I wrote it this morning. It's a long title. A Sabbath morning in a cyber church in a suburb of Siberia, spelled Cyberia, in an age of Siberius. Around each dinner table, Thanksgiving and Christmas too, every pair of eyes glued to the glow of the cyber goddess in their palms. One's own personal goddess, the fingertips caressing, worshipping, each a cyber baby conceived while the man and woman were on email with earpods on a podcast, and alas, the internet was interrupted, and hence the coitus interruptus was reversed, resulting in an accidental consummation while waiting for, while waiting for the cyber fibers to reconnect, and they each could return to the self-exile in the cyberland. Glory be to hallelujah. The chorus sings, oh, happy day when Google talked. Oh, when she talked. The blessed cyberland where one is in heaven, one is heaven, and two is too many. He's got the whole world in his hands. Yeah, listen, you all, I, not he, got the whole world in my hands. To be precise, the little goddess in my palm has the whole world in her hands. She asks for nothing, never talks back, and gives and gives and gives. What she can't give, I don't want or even need. Hell is other people, said Jean-Paul Sartre. Poor man, he don't live in the cyber age when you can yell, to hell with hell. I need no other people. I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world in my hands. Got the fish of the sea, birds of the air, the gambling man, the sinner man, the little bitsy baby too. Don't need nobody in my cyber hands. Don't need you, brother, in my hands. Don't need nobody in my hands. Sing along all by yourself. You don't need nobody else. You hear a single voice fading in the distance. I got the whole world in my hands. Thank you.
Whoa, that was
Sorry, slow down. Unmute everyone.
Nice,
Unmute
GK.
yourself.
Jersey.
Jairam.
Amazing.
Oh,
I like
GK.
Cyber Goddess.
Dope.
Wow.
Fire.
I love this community. GK Jairam. I love it. The cyber goddess, cyber church, all in his hands. Love it. All right, cool. Let's keep moving forward because we only got like 14 minutes left. Diane Ward is giving up her spot because she rocked out earlier. I would tell you to go check her out, but the only way you can do it is be here every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This is where she comes, man. This is where she comes to look at me. The one that got away because she got married too early. No, I'm joking. I never wish any bad at anyone. I love Diane Ward. You could also check her out. She does a lot of work with Ron Mark Thompson. Look up Bronx Fun Hub. She hosts workshops and stuff. She is a brilliant woman. She has this great combination of like a vibrant youth and wisdom that you don't find in many people, and I so appreciate her. Thank you to Diane Ward. So Julian Matthews is next. Is Julian here? Because I'm looking at some people who are on yes, he is. Julian Matthews is here. Let me unmute him. Julian is rather new to our community, almost about a month. Love having him on. He's been awesome in Malaysia, so I know he got up early for us. Julian, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you and see you. Awesome, brother. As always, let the people know where they can find you and then let it rip.
You can find me on hashtag Julian's Poems. This is called Eastern Mom. Eastern Mother. A friend posted an old photograph of a mom, and it reminded me of you. The ambiguity of a woman in Chinese features in a sari and potu. Coincidentally, her mother was adopted, like you, at a young age. They say just before soldiers die in trenches in battlefields, they call out for their mothers. I am neither a soldier nor in a battle for my life, at least not yet. Just like a child again in these restless times, wrestling with the not knowing of how this is all going to end. I yearn for you. I think of the families of hundreds of thousands, nay, millions now departed, and the millions battling to survive, some gasping for air in ventilators. And I wonder if they too are thinking of their mothers. And I hear you tut-tutting and saying in Tamil, Pavam Pillai, poor child, like when I fell sick or hurt myself and came back soaking in the pouring rain. I think of those stranded with no one beside them, curled up on cardboards on cold, hard floors, in fetal positions, longing for mothers long gone, who once fed them from tired breasts and cradled them to sleep on relentless hot nights like these, like you did for me. And I think of all the mothers worried about their own children on medical front lines trying to help others survive. And the children cut off from their own mothers, near or far, because of the lockdowns. And I think how fortunate the few of us are, the very few of us who still have mothers alive and well and smiling, ever smiling. And I think of your smile now, Mom, an oft-repeated anecdote at a family gathering. Your laughter loud and full on, joyful cheers that flowed after. Just being you, the other, as I lie here and whine and ramble, entombed in this antiviral crucible, this chrysalis of isolation, this sealed dome, this unhatched egg, this pregnant pause, hoping to emerge again, alive, to come visit outside your gate and call you by name, Ma, but you won't be there, and I will still be here, unrisen, without the sun of my Eastern mom. Thank you.
Unmute yourself.
Wow. Damn.
Damn.
That was
Oh,
fucking powerful.
That
was so
Just
amazing.
amazing.
Thank you for that
Every
level
single
of
time.
vulnerability. We appreciate
Thank
it.
Wonderful.
you.
Every single
Thank
time.
you.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Julian Matthews, as you heard people saying every time he does that, man. He just like his poetry does that. I can't even explain it, you know, like I feel like cut up and torn in a good way, but I didn't even know I got cut up and torn until like I saw my intestines on the ground. I know, a little too graphic right there. I really enjoyed Julian, and especially I know he's getting up early out in Malaysia. Julian, I appreciate you. I hope you know you are always welcome here. We love having you, brother. Thank you. Julian Matthews, he's been coming around, like I said, for the past 3 weeks, a month. Anyone watching and you want to get involved, make sure you get involved. I know some people, when it comes to an established poetry community, some people are hesitant to get in because they think everything's already established. But let me we always make room for new people. We love to hear new voices. So make sure that y'all come and check us out. Make sure after you perform, you also check in the chat. You saw Paul con Queso, and now I'm seeing Nathaniel Beck and Emily saying all these things, nice things. Make sure y'all go check them out. Okay, Julian Matthews, Julian's poems. That's how you could look him up. All right. So Nathan Davila, who showed up last week, he's not here. Then Jane Spoken Word's supposed to go, but she just gave up her spot. Make sure you go look up Jane Spoken Word. She's a badass poet. All right. And she is also too an OG that's done work and produced with Miguel Agarin. Make sure you check her out. Jane Spoken Word. But if you see her in a dark alley at night, run the other way. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anymore. Then they're going to want to know where the bodies are, and I'm not a snitch. Also, Nightcrawler is signed up, but he didn't show up. So I hope all is good with Nightcrawler. We haven't heard him in a while. So Nick Paleologos, my co-host, you can unmute yourself. You could do the last poem tonight. You got something you want to rock out with, brother? Let me know. Paleologos, where are you, brother? Do I have to ask you to unmute? Your co-host, you should be able to unmute.
I'm unmuted. Yo, can you hear me? Can you all hear me now?
We hear you now, brother. We hear you now. All right.
We're experiencing go ahead.
Yeah, you know the deal. You know what to do. I'm gonna mute myself. Rock out. Go ahead.
Well, it just says my connection's unstable, so I don't think it's telling me to spit a poem tonight. But I guess if we want to end it, we can do this one that I made recently. Actually, it's a really cool one, and I spit this on Friday at a mic. I don't know if it's really my favorite word, but it's my favorite Pokemon. But you can always follow me at The Real Nick P on IG. My next mic is this Wednesday at 9:15 with The Word is Right, so come through to that. So thank you for this opportunity, Advocate. We're going to rock it with this Gengar thing right here. This one's called Gengargantuan Comparison. It goes like this. Out of the original 151, if I were a Pokemon, I would be Gengar. Gengar is only 4'9". I'm a little taller than Gengar. In Gengar's Pokedex entry, it states that it gets 10 degrees colder when in Gengar's territory. I have that same effect. It is a ghost and poison type Pokemon. Ghost like merging with anyone's shadows, especially like the fairies. And ghost like when conversation is about, I levitate into background noise. Poison as in addicting to my personality, and poison as corrosive. Gengar's ability is cursed body. Cursed and hexed is this body trying to rip off shadowy skin to have a better connection with the soul. In order to get a Gengar, you get a Ghastly first. At level 25, Ghastly evolves into Haunter. Haunter needs to be traded to evolve. Letting go of what I was the best thing to happen to me. As the games progressed, a link table wasn't required anymore. I was cursing myself into a nightshade. I felt dark pulses against my forearms, shuddering from mean looks. I'll hypnotize them back. When they cheer for me, it's payback for those looks. When poetry is fed to me, I'm eating the dreams, filling my soul to the brim. When I get back to life, I can deal with the hits. Each sucker punch I took dropped my HP to 0, fainting at the sight of defeat. I licked my wounds after each battle, drowning in a sludge wave. In spite of the help I'm asking for, I get shadow punched, only to claw back from those very shadows. I have been so used to singing parish songs about me that I disassociated with how to heal. I vow that I will bond my destiny to healing the wounds, take the shadows that control me, ball it up, reject this ghostly apparition forward to deliver the final blow in my battles so I can be amongst the elite for many years to come. Legacy is coming. I can feel it emanating. This ghost is coming to life.
Cult leader of Gengar.
Yo,
Yes.
you did it. You did it. Yes.
Ghost leader.
That was really great.
Great, Nick. Great. Yes. Yes.
Nick.
Gengarific.
Pokemon.
That's how you do that.
Got a problem with me.
Nick Paleologos, the mic dropper. That seems to be his thing now. At the real Nick P. Make sure you go give this dude a follow. And I think it was Amanda Villanueva had put in the comment section, said that tonight's energy has been wild and crazy, but the love kept it all together. And I really feel like that. Before we do sign off, I want to give a shout out one more time to Gigi Clearing. Right now he's with his father in the hospice. I am wishing you all the strength in the world, brother. The community is wishing you all the strength in the world. There's a few of us who have been through that. It's not easy. I wish you the best. Also, again, to Gigi, 1 year anniversary of the passing of her father. Girl, we love you. You know that. I'm happy that you came through and to listen in, that you can hear that we were saying it instead of, someone just passing it along. You have to watch the replay, getting it live, sending love to you. And of course, next week, we're going to do it again. I'm going to fix every technical issue that I have, and I'm going to have a Catherine Sweeney weekend. So I will be recharged. Shout out one more time to the real Nick P. Nick Paleologos, our cult leader. Thank you so much for backing me up, man. You were like, out of all the hosts I've had to lean on you the most because of my technical issues, and you have come through. Thank you so much. He's got his open mic on Wednesday. Make sure you give him a follow. Find out about that. Thursday at 9 p.m. La Bruja is back to host a Thursday night online open mic for 3 weeks. I got to host it. And I had a great deal of fun with all of you, but La Bruja is back to woman the ship. The Thursday night online open mic, as I like to say, is the mothership, because that's where we started our online open mics. So, and I'd also like to thank the community one more time for turning tonight into a night of giving me my flowers. I did not expect that. Every time I come on, it truly is like to serve y'all, because I know y'all gonna kill it. And I'm gonna get credit for it. It's awesome. I love it. How can I not love this community? I appreciate y'all, all of y'all, so much. So I'm going to end tonight with the Good Night Sweet poem, because I can't really send it to anyone because of what I'm doing. So, and I just, one more time, I really love y'all. Check out New Eurekan Poets Cafe, neweurekan.org, New Eurekan Poets Cafe on Facebook and YouTube, man. Spread the word about the cafe. You can follow me, Advocate of Words. When you spell words, that's with a Z, W-O-R-D-Z, poetic license. So with that being said, good night, sweet poet. Thank you for collaborating and sharing what you've written. Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Good night, sweet poet. May your dreams be as imaginative as tonight's poems. Good night, sweet poet. Thank you for inviting me and the spirit of Miguel Agarin into your home. This has been the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, and I am the luckiest fucking host in the world, Advocate of Words. I appreciate y'all so much. Everyone, have a good week. Have a Catherine Sweeney weekend, and I will see you next weekend. Enjoy, y'all.